sucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just like everything else in Europe land.
All the Brazilians.
You're Canadian, Launders. Don't try and claim West Side. You're not Tupac, mate. There we go. Showtime is exposed, but he manages to fall back, and he's running distraction while Steel gets just the one kill. Steel, formerly of Team Liquid, now on Luminosity.
Makes sense.
Nekes, PKO, and Yell. We love ourselves some Luminosity, and hopefully Steel will be a good addition to the team.
Yeah, SK's troubles on train recently have been interesting, though.
What happened?
He must realize someone's behind him, but what can he do?
That's so weird. All right, well.
Oh! Okay, it's a gun.
Oh.
It's a gun.
All right. Well, still intense. Ooh.
Patient play by Fallen.
Confident. This is the Fallen doesn't have to call.
Colin!
No
Sorry.
more. Calling no more.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. You think that this lineup that they should be so incredibly good on train, but they have had some of those issues on some of their halves. So we'll see if they can show an improved look here. I mean, they're such a motivated team. Individually, they are hungry.
They came from nothing, so it's just like I don't know. Maybe when they're slumping, they're like, maybe we've made too much money. You know, maybe
they've tasted being the best.
Yeah.
And now they're the best no longer, and it sucks.
It sucks.
And so they are looking to reclaim the glory.
I heard from one of my Brazilian fans that kids are actually very upset about the state of SK right now in Brazil for the first time in a long time. Like to the point that it's affecting them in school.
Really?
That all the kids are very like tilted and extremely upset about the state of.
Okay, that's
it is serious, man. I mean, like Fallen has almost 900,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like I think I would be surprised if he wasn't the first guy who gets to 1 million followers, and that just tells you the strength of the scene in Brazil and what it means to the country.
Yeah, they take it very seriously, like soccer or football.
Neymar's always playing CS.
I was about to say,
it's crazy.
Maybe Neymar's going to get tips from Skadoodle now on how to warp.
He's not bad at all either.
So they've fallen.
Speaking of warpers, let's not forget Monsieur Yell.
He took the IE out of his name and changed the Jakey to Jake. Getting older. No more Jakey, no more Stewie. Jake Stew.
Will always be Stewie. Five ISPs. And this is a great place for Luminosity to find results against pretty much any team. But you'd imagine that SK will be pretty familiar with how they like to play, and SK are a great team to deal with it. That is amazing.
Oh.
AK. Oh. Aim punch.
That was fun. Fur has the funnel in his favor. His mouth is wide open. It's like being on an English stag do. Chugs a beer. Chugs a beer.
They don't call it stag do's here.
Bachelor party, isn't it?
I know what a bachelor party is.
Is it a stag do?
I don't know.
I think so.
It's what you do before you get married? Last party before you get married? Bachelor party?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you go out and just embarrass yourself.
Basically it.
So you go to the strip club for the last time in your life?
3-0, first buy rounds. Luminosity light on utility at this point, but they have aggressive positions around the A side. I hesitated for a moment there because they were moving around, but PKL was in the middle of Ivy. Not willing to go all the way though and find out what's going on. He will fall back. In the meantime, Nekes holding things down around A main.
Being pretty good so far. Say it's a throwaway round for SK, but it's one they can absolutely afford to lose. But you don't want it to be so clean for your opposition. Able to hold on to 2 AWPs. The perfect situation would have been to create a spot where they were not able to do that, but
2 more kills, and at least they don't have a lot of nades on this round.
they dropped the AWP for an AK, I think.
I bet they picked it up.
Where the AWP?
Where the AWP at?
Where the second AWP? They had 2 AWPs at the end of the round, it's gone. I mean, I guess they just don't want to play with 2 AWPs, that's fair enough.
That's dumb. 'Cause they have a Galil.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but it's a strange one. Never mind.
The hopping isn't that hard.
No, you can. There is lots of spots.
There's someone else on the team that could do it.
Which are easy. Oh my goodness, that setup not working quite as well as intended for Luminosity. Still all jump down. He's fallen all the way down. And a big rotation there in the defense of Luminosity as they play very passively on B now.
SK last round tried to go outside off of 1 pop flash. It's nice for getting out of the choke point, not getting counter naded, but it opens you up to the operate Ivy. If you don't wait, the 4 or 5 seconds that smoke takes to get thrown from ladder, and that was what they fell victim to. Yell got a couple of kills, stayed alive, made it a lot easier for Luminosity. So it's kind of a risk in that way, and this time they try smokes. There's 2 close outside.
Smokes. OC jumps.
I was wondering. Yell picks off Cold Zero and it makes the retake easier. Man advantage now, holding lovely angles as Yell. And he's really neutering this attack from SK. The bomb has been planted, but Bolts is on his own. Fallen at the back, no Molotov for these players, but Fallen could deploy flashbang for his teammate. There it goes. Unable to escape, however, and Bolts gets nothing from the flash. Double peek from the CTs, and that is round number 2 on the board. Only losing 1 player.
Yep, 8 alive in the last 2 rounds. And the fake outside did pretty much nothing because they had the 2 players, 1 in front of ladder and 1 in front of the smoke on the bomb train, ready to fight anybody crossing outside. So they didn't actually pull rotations all that well.
And again, the money is in a pretty good place for Luminosity. They've been keeping a lot of guns alive, and they've got 3 AKs now, which really is a good demonstration of that very fact. PKO going for the aggression. Nice, the baits there, trying to punish PKL, but it is Fallen who gets punished instead. Bolts with a nice return though, but again, it's going to be a massive net gain there for Luminosity. They are happy chappies.
Why are you assuming that? Can I still say that?
What?
Another round in the bag for Luminosity, and again they only lose 1 player. You know me, I like to hop in, hop out. I'm in the bushes. I'm surprising people.
Smacking their asses. But
Why you can't make those allegations?
that's what you said.
That is a serious thing you're saying there. Launders, you've got to be careful in this day and age.
You have big hands, it could be considered battery, I suppose.
You know, when I did slap somebody in the face, my hand would go around the back of their head as well, because it's just so long. So if you ever got like slapped in the face by me, it's like slapped around your whole head. I've brought a new meaning to slapped upside the head.
Slapped upside the head. It's like getting slapped by a worm.
Oh, he was teased. It should steal some booty. But then the booty was swiftly taken away. Deep smoke from Luminosity, but that's a big player out of the game. Yell. Got 3 kills in the round prior to the round prior. And grenades sail into the A site.
So round 4, SK. Luminosity holding on to a lot of utility still, which is good. 2 incendiaries there. Couple HEs, smoke grenade, doing a good job. This would be a great spot for PKL to get something, but it does get denied. Fallen moving forwards. I was going to say it would be a good spot for his incendiary, but unable to pull it out in time. Heck is though, that is a really important kill. That's very clearly the lurker as Cole goes down, but it's all for naught.
Neck is trying to keep his neck in. He would do well to hold on to this weapon. How likely that is, I do not know. But as you can see, they can buy around it for sure. But PKL is somewhat short, as is Showtime, so this would most certainly help. Maybe he even drops 2. He doesn't have that many grenades to collect either. But is he going for a ninja instead?
Oh my god.
He was spotted.
Oh.
He was spotted in main. That's a shame. If he went the other way around, then maybe he would get it. But as the play jumps out of main, the game was off. So let's see what that extra rifle loss means. Well, it's pretty reasonable actually for them anyway, so it's all good. A worthy risk.
That's because of all the 4 alive they've had on the kept alive in the last 2 rounds when they won. That helps out quite a bit. It's coldzera and Fallen and is offing. I don't know here on T-side as well. They've done this before on train. Not totally new stuff. There's one down. Fallen drops.
Baited.
Fallen lives up to his name.
Snakers will be able to take a forward position. How far is he wanting to go here? Do you want to go too much further than where he is already? Necessarily, this in a 5v4, but he's going to go for it. He's going to risk it for a biscuit.
I love biscuits.
Nothing down by Ali. This is a very decisive play. They'll never expect a push like this, and he spots 1. There's a second as well. That's probably going to be the frag. There we go. So the call was made. Not too much to be done here for SK. coldzera in a 1v3 now. Doing some good damage. 1v2. Oh my goodness! Here's coldzera after all. He's done immense amounts of damage. Should never have been permissible by Luminosity to get this far. But the bomb is down by the B train. And I do believe PKL is aware of that. He will creep forwards as Gold is pulled out. The AK goes for the snap, and the 3K is his. The 1v3 clutch. That should not have happened.
Great baited. These are a couple of really good kills from Stewie. He saw that. He got that second kill as well on the last tick of life. That was nice. I mean, recognizing that he wasn't dying at that moment, saying, all right, let's go for the double zoom. Guarantee the shot, and it's a nice bait smoke down the lower ramp. But wow, a round that Luminosity had in spades. The big flank, the hard rotations, everything.
Shut it down.
Close up the shop.
SK exploderizing. Luminosity.
Exploderized.
Yell and Steel remain with these pistols. Stewie 2K always, his name always reminded me of, there was this app called Serials 2000 way back when, someone obviously, which would just have a massive database of serial numbers for applications. So I always think of the older days, the good old days.
Cereals and wares.
I was part of the pocket of people in the UK who would say Juarez.
What?
Juarez.
Oh man.
I was in with the Russians.
You weren't. Please no.
He's moving around like a bot yell. You know, when you watch a bot, they're just like moving around like Daleks. Turning circle of a tank.
What would you know about that, James?
Wouldn't know anything, Dan. Wouldn't know anything at all. 6-3. SK with double the score of their opponent, but it is pretty close for now. It's early days. Let's not get carried away. Cold with the forward position. Look at that. Neckers can't even get into E-box. Shot in the face. Spray's not there for the second kill though, but Stewie is 4 versus 3 at the moment. Make it 2. PKL eliminated, annihilated, decapitated. SK Gaming precipitated on the A sites. They've alleviated
Emancipated.
All the pain.
Freed them from the misery
Miserated.
of having to play. Commiserations to Luminosity.
This commentary
They eliminated.
makes me feel berated.
Debated.
Over to you, Dan. My work is done.
Back to you, Dan.
Yeah, Dan. It's Game Boy time.
I remember a time when PKL killed loads of people with the scout
Listen to this.
on the CT side.
Oh, yes. That is like gravy. That's nerd gravy right there. Should we do it
Pouring
again?
gravy in your eyes.
Should we do it again? Oh, yes.
I made the Half-Life. You know the Half-Life health pack thing?
Yes.
Yes, I made that my voicemail thing on my home phone when I was like
Oh, nice.
13 years old. My mom just didn't understand what the hell it was.
For the longest time, my my ringtone was TF2 theme music. But the slower, quieter one. That one.
Mine was the Necro theme from Third Strike.
There you go.
It's good. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, 8-3. SK really having a good time of things. They've opted for no sniper, for no AWP, and they'll go quickly towards inner. Actually, I do wonder whether they're just going to burst out. Looks like they're just going to run out, and run out will be successful. Let us run out. Let us frag.
SK are making me want to play Counter-Strike.
Me too.
Yeah.
They're going all the way in there with the quick strats.
I once got 45 frags on a train.
That's pretty good.
Just one time. I think that's my personal best.
Was that in deathmatch?
It was not a deathmatch, Dan. But I respect the rare wits that you displayed there.
Stew balls.
Disposal service from Yale. If I can't have the AWP, neither can you.
Oh my
He
God.
just jumped over his head. How about that?
The crazy thing there is that Coldzera survives, but he doesn't even, like, I think he's firing like the 6 or 7 bullets, still hasn't got the kill. And so that was like a very weird 1v1. His teammate kind of saved him. And yeah, so that's just a display to me that it's not even as though SK are doing something incredible right now. They're just moving well as a team, and it's not really any one individual that's going too crazy. I mean, Stewie's doing well, but
Coldzera brought them back into this game. It was like tied, and then he won that 1v3.
that's true. The AWP.
And then he's got all these like he's got entries like a lot of these rounds, which is so weird for him. He's playing these way more forward, aggressive positions.
Yeah, and he's always good in train.
Yeah.
Stewie's just has such a fast play style. It's really awesome in these sort of all these little 1v1s you can get around these trains. I think that's like one of the reasons why.
If Coldzera's comfortable playing fast, Fallen's a combat offer, Stewie plays hella fast, Fur plays even faster maybe. Like maybe they should just keep it at 80 to 90 miles per hour at all times.
Yeah, let's do it. No brakes.
No brakes.
Brakes are gone.
Cut the brakes.
No days off.
Get the petrol on tap.
Well, this has not been a good CT half so far for Luminosity. We are used to seeing better than this from them, but obviously they are up against a tough opponent, and SK seem to be in their groove for the time being, at the very least. Are we going to see a 12-3? This round will have a lot to say into that, somewhat obviously. See what Luminosity can do. Yeah,
Well,
back on AWP.
Bolt is 3-9 and Stewie is 20-7 in the same game, and they're like, how is this?
Role player.
Yes.
Ooh, hello. Flashbang. You're both blind, and now you're both dead. How about that?
One of them probably should have been playing anti-flash.
Yes. Always have someone playing anti-flash. Although maybe they were caught in a timing when someone pulled out a nade and they were going to throw the nade and they wanted to move in or something like that. It happens as well. Fur. What are you going to do, mates? They got your bomb. They got your bomb. Oh, that's an interesting one.
Hello.
Oh my god, that's nice. Hello. Oh.
Well then, Luminosity, another round on the board, just the 1 AWP. Lots of money for the T side, so this will not be a concern.
That was the next gen flash, man. Like he flashed very specific angle and. Or wait. Yeah,
I'd love to see more of that from Luminosity before they are in such a bad situation. You know, like in earlier on in the game, just being aggressive enough to make their opponent respect them a bit more.
They're good at it as well. Like, it's a team that has a good affinity for playing fast. Also, sometimes you don't see them leverage it enough, I think. But maybe that'll be something that changes. You know, you've got Steel on the lineup now.
And Zach, his coach.
Yeah. You a Zach fan?
Oh yeah, big time. He thinks he's the best coach in the game. I appreciate that.
Nice.
We enjoyed him when he was forced to stand in. Was it Zach? It was Zach, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it on the Immortals lineup?
Yes.
When they had all their roster turbulence, he had to stand in, and he was doing a ting. He was doing a ting.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
before we get into that, the spray.
What happens to Cold there? He's like stuck in the... Is he still on the ladder?
That looked like a glitch, didn't it?
Yeah, I think he wasn't supposed to be on the ladder, but I think he's still stuck on the ladder, which screwed his ability to actually fight.
And there is that 5th round for Luminosity that we were looking for. And now they have a fighting chance moving into the T side. 22 for 8. Monsieur Stewie.
Yeah, he's stuck on the ladder.
He got stuck.
Oh dear, I don't think I've seen that happen actually like that. Usually it's not the case, but...
Rafast, 96.
Rafast, 96.
Rafast, man.
Takes us very close to
Okay, Tim Westwood.
the 10 million mark.
Wrap your horns.
Damn, that's Westwing down.
For a Rafast, man.
Okay, Charlie Sloth, please. Well, we still need to get the glass smash noise. And the horn.
I like that horn, air horn.
Yeah, the air horn's good.
Reminds me of the drum and bass days, 2 Smirnoff Ice. See at the front of the rave with sunglasses on. Going for it, mate, going for it. Air horns for days.
Man off ice. Oh my god. PK and Showtime finding themselves in a pickle. It looks like Fair will be removed. Bomb still stuck by Hell though. Just biding their time, seeing if the CTs will move around. They will not. They need not. It's an angry train driver.
Oh, maybe there's traffic.
Train traffic. Okay.
You should know about the trains back in the day in America. It's a pretty cool story. Maybe when there's more time. Cold Zero could be anywhere. He could be anywhere, but of course he's coming in from the back. Although the back is no longer the back, it's somewhere else because Luminosity have changed everything by moving into the B bomb site.
Damn. That's the ultimate play right there. They called out that giant flank off no information.
Default plant, off he goes. Strafing into the door.
Oh boy. Well, he might be able to find them both.
Ooh. His head popped like a grape.
Now there's purple juice all over the floor.
I know that's this is just a shame, isn't it? It's a damn shame. But can they weather their force buy? James.
In America, right, with regards to trains, like many years ago, they used to have issues where trains would cross where the train crossings would be, because America's so big, having everybody on the same time. Because if people's time was incorrect, then you would have train crashes and so on. So there's this
Oh man.
this company called Bull Watches, who became the timekeepers for trains across the country. So they have a rich heritage with regards to that. And they do cool watches as well.
Trivia Nights with James Bardolph.
Tritium with tritium tubes.
Tritium tubes.
Is that like titanium?
They're like fallopian tubes, James.
Certainly hope not, because tritium is nuclear. Or radioactive, rather. These Deagles are putting in work here, and maybe there is more damage to be done in this 3 versus 2. They're all one Deagle shot away, falling with the overkill in the head. Do they go for this, though? They don't. They fall back. And maybe there are some weapons to be collected here for SK. But yeah, if any of you are interested in trains, if you like trains, I like trains. I don't mean I like trains, I mean that was quite a thing. I like
If you're
trains.
a fan of tritium tubes.
If you like trains, tritium tubes, or watches, look at the history of Bull watches. They're cool. So their loom goes for like 20 years or something because of the radioactive tritium tubes. But they helped regulate the timing of trains across America, which helped reduce the likelihood of crashes back in the day. So there you go. You've learned something during the 4 spy rounds.
How do you know I didn't know that already?
I know what you know, Launders.
You don't know what I know.
You don't know what a
James.
circle is.
You don't believe that.
I do. We've established this. This is proven fact. Launders is unsure as to what a circle is. We haven't done a draw a circle test just yet, but Fallen with the scout is causing problems for Luminosity, and they might be in danger of losing this round. This next frag is going to be very important. Fallen must be eliminated. Almost doing some damage, but not quite. And maybe Crisis can be averted. But Bolts, can he pick up a weapon here?
So when are we doing the test? Just had a deadline.
Perhaps we can... we need a portable whiteboard, like a small one, that we can just pick up and get some pens, and then Launders can draw a circle.
Can't we just do pen and paper?
No, we need whiteboard. Whiteboard's better.
Why?
Because then we can erase.
There's so many circles in here.
What if he needs more
I
than
just
one
need like
attempt?
5 seconds with the camera. I'll show you.
What if he needs? I forgot about that pop flash. That's so good. What if Launders needs a few tries to make this circle? It would be a waste of paper. We've got to think about the environment here, Dan.
I could just use my phone.
Whiteboard. You could be cheating on your phone.
What do you
You
mean?
could be connecting remote. You could be
Listen,
screen
if
sharing with
I
someone who's
needed to
drawing
Google
circles.
what a circle was, I
Screen
would have done that
sharing.
weeks ago.
It could be some of the boxer staff drawing circles for you remotely. You're just playing it, pretending you're doing it yourself.
I need multiple circles.
Cannot be trusted. 1 minute mark. SK looking to defend in the first buy round here of the second half. 2 players deep in B for the CT side. Luminosity. They are not afraid to play a slow round, but we have witnessed many a time this not go in their favor.
What is with that train driver?
The absolute mad lad.
He's going to keep pressing his horn until there's a satisfactory CSGO update.
Well, they've decided to press the big red button and push all the way into the A site. As they try to do so, they are encountering some problems, but PKL could alleviate said problems. The flashes will continue to come in, and Fallen's watching for the push from Ali. He knows there's going to be a split there. PKL waiting for his teammates to use utility to make his life a little bit easier, but now he has to worry about the flank. Oh, he's trying to create distraction here, but Stewie's got a good timing. Nekiz still doing damage here, having a pretty damn good game. Nekiz causing problems. Fallen's going to get the AWP going, but Nekiz, absolute insanity.
The 4K from Nekiz keeps it close. It breaks the buy of SK. It puts them on $3,000 per person.
That's the Gabriel of Brazil right there.
That's nasty.
4 headshots with the AK is pretty nice.
So some money will be spent by SK in this round. It is Stewie's turn to wield the Scouts. 24 for 13 now is Stewie 2K. Stew. We need people to like draw stews or something. Pictures of a stew. I haven't had a stew in ages.
Like a pot of stew?
Yeah. I mean, why not? It's like taco. People think it's related to tacos. It's got nothing to do with tacos.
The baseball bat.
But you gotta just let it roll out because it's kind of works to your favor, doesn't it?
Yeah, except stew's a name in real life. You don't know any stews?
Who names their baby stew?
It happens sometimes.
Could be short for Stewart's.
Yeah.
That's not stew, is it? That's Stewart.
It's a short form.
Yeah, it's a shortening.
Yeah, that's not what he said. He said it's people name their baby stew.
Well, you might
It's like
call your baby Stewart.
It's like me
and
calling my
didn't
baby
say
porridge or something.
and then decide to.
That's food.
So why don't I just call him a blueberry donut?
But then what would you call him for short? Paul.
So then you get bullied. That's why.
Then you're like Jay-Z's baby.
North?
That's Kanye's baby.
Oh, close.
They're just all just miscellaneous black people to you, aren't they, Launders?
Oh my God. Well, Jesus.
Can't believe you sometimes.
Just can't keep up with celebrity babies. Okay.
He's been put under a lot of pressure today, James. This promise of circle tests.
Yeah, like I have to think about this test, even though I'm really prepared for it. So.
I like the arrogance. Is it misplaced though? Time
I
will
just
tell.
have to execute.
Time will tell if Launders can
They mean
draw
confidence.
a circle. Arrogance. Well, it depends. If he's right, then it's confidence. If he's wrong, it's arrogance.
That's not always true.
That's not true at all.
It's not arrogance if you're right.
I think you're being
Then it's
hairy.
just the truth, isn't it? We have someone in Greece who's tuned in, and they said that they were working on train maintenance in Greece for 2 years, and they like trains. That's awesome. Good for you, man.
That's a good job to have then, I guess. If you people would suck if you hated trains.
Someone out there, I'm sure, hates trains.
That works in trains. Let's see, well, we've got double orbs back in action for SK, and fast one it seems from Luminosity. Neck is leading the charge, he should. He's a beast! Opens things up with the initial headshot, PKL, and Showtime to get the follow-up too. Catching SK off guard with that very speedy entrance, leaving young Stu fallen. What has happened?
Just erratic movement, but they're not expecting the second player is due with the spray transfer, preemptive spray transfer, leaving Yell eventually on 6 HP. Fallen repositioning. Try and peek with his teammate as best he can. Yell creeping around the smoke. Will he be spotted by Stewie though? I don't think so. Made his way towards Ivy, looking for Fallen. Where is Fallen? Do they know that Stewie's up here? Apparently not. That's going to cost him. It might cost him everything. Fallen avoids the shot, and somehow they prevail. What a change of pace from Luminosity.
Man, Stewie looks really good. He didn't finish that kill immediately, but he just looks so sharp right here. All the damage dealt. Moving around with confidence. Tight spray. And that looked like a very promising round from Luminosity. They had some great chain flashes over team main that allowed the ladder guys to come out, and it was SK to send either one person E-box or two people into ladder, and neither of them could get past E-box because they were so blind. So whoever was flashing over T-Con to help those guys rush ladder did a great job.
Nice.
Nice.
Luminosity are buying. And they have a good buy here. But there'll be no money left for either side, which means that this is a key round for both teams. It's a turning point for the match on Train. Our first North American match of 4 today. SK will be followed up by the likes of Cloud9 and Rogue. SK and Luminosity, should I say? I should say.
So much slower than the previous round. They may still end up doing the same thing. Time will tell. SK don't have anyone in Pop Dog, so could actually work out pretty effectively. But how long will Luminosity wait here? They've got players spread out everywhere. It's just sort of running a default, seeing what they can get.
Oh,
Nothing for SK, so they're going to flash play. And that's very, very nice from Bolts. Precise work with the MP9, and that's an upgrade for him. Yes. Now he can fall back.
he blocked the flash perfectly. It was just like pinpoint precision. They're incredible aim.
.45 seconds remain. Just the one frag in this round. Luminosity changing the pace again, but will they go faster than their previous attempt? They don't have control of the pop dog position just yet. It is a mystery as to what lies in wait for them. Looking for a flank while the grenades start to sail in, but which way? Looks like it might be a fake. Although with no players lost for SK, they hold steadfast. 2 players in the B-bomb side. They hear the sound cues. Now 1 player will bait for Cold Zero, but Cold Zero will only be good for 1. Stewie now moving back. Fallen coming in for support, and that might make him more aggressive, Stewie, but Fallen gets picked off. 3 on 3 now.
Easy does it for SK as they start to make their way slowly but surely into the retake. Fur creeping up the side, but his position could soon be compromised as Steel makes his way forwards. It's going to be very tricky to get some good angles here. Nicely done, Bolts with a 2K. They have a perfect timing for him on the peaks. Now down to Steel. The Flames doing the job. There's no smoke to prevent that. Steel's done an up here. Beautiful defense as Bolts come, or rather Fur comes up the ladder.
That's interesting. Bolts had the kits.
Yeah.
And there was time.
There was time.
There's a Molotov down.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
even
after
when
the Molotov, there was
up,
still time.
they could have. I feel like they could have stuck actually one more time. I guess that's what you're saying too.
They've got a 2 versus 1. I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah, it seemed like they had time for one more.
I mean, Bolts, look how close he is to it at this point, but he just starts to run away. I don't know if there was a communication error there or what, but 2 versus 1. Or maybe they didn't think there was time. I'm pretty sure there was, though.
Maybe they tried to common English, but then realized that they weren't even talking to Stewie. Oh, why'd we do that? We didn't even need to do that.
Impact frags there from Bolts. Unfortunate for them that they didn't win the rounds. Stewie in the middle of somewhere will take PKL out. That's a nice surprise. Pistols for this SK Gaming side, but it's looking dangerous. Still looking dangerous indeed. And they've got a flank coming towards the pop dog position, so this could still go either way. Although Cold Zero, surely he's only good for 1 kill here, but maybe 1 kill will be enough. Bolts activated around the back. He won't win his duel though, and there is the trade. The almost inevitable trade, so Luminosity prevail and take the lead here on Train.
Okay, well, soon time for us to get a very solid buy-in with the AWPs back in action, but that won't be right now. Another save for them. As we see Luminosity taking the lead. And they're looking pretty confident on their T side here, and again, I'm a big fan of that, all their outside explosions that they've done on some of the buy rounds. I wonder if that's what we'll see again on the next buy round, because they do get the entries and they do get positioning. It's obviously, it can be difficult sometimes, the variance once you're out there, but I would love to see that again. And they have been playing a lot of slow gun rounds in the last few, so see if they decide to mix it up or not. Ooh, nice little shot there from Fur at distance, sniping down Steel. He only needs to be careful as well. And there it is. The split's starting to happen.
Very good.
There you go.
Pick them off 1 by 1. Acupuncture in reverse. There is an acupuncture place near where I get my haircut. I want to do some acupuncture. I am
thinking
curious.
about it?
My mind is piqued. My interest is piqued.
I don't believe.
And have you tried it?
Don't believe in it. The thing is, though, that said, if you do believe in it, placebo is like scientifically proven to be beneficial. So, I mean,
So just believe in it then,
like,
Dan.
so even if something does nothing, but if you think that it does, it has positive. It can have a positive effect, and that's completely like it's very
Uplifting.
relevant.
At least mentally, if not physically.
Placebo is powerful, man. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. So never be too aware of things. or just ruin things for yourself.
That's the craziness of it. So making a solo play into team main. This is brave in the 5v5, but he's going to be successful. This is a massive punish to Luminosity for not having anybody in their default who's able to prevent that. Because he didn't get it for free, but he got it for $500. And Luminosity should really clear that before they do something. Like when this happens, you really need to try, if you can, to clear this position, because otherwise the CTs have some good info on what you're doing, and you want to make it a bit more unknown for them by removing these forward positions. Look at this setup that they have, the bait setup. Oh, Steel is surely dead, but he actually sees the play. That is beautiful work from Steel. Great anticipation, but he outstayed his welcome.
Did he see two players though? Even if he did, Neck is taken down by bolts. 18 seconds on the clock, and the bomb is in the train yard, but needs to make it towards the train itself. PKO in the IV position allows the bomb to go down. There is a player in Pop Dog, but surely he's being covered by Yell. Yes, so Luminosity in a good position now, but how long do they hold for? He sees an elbow, a wide strafe by Stewie, not good enough to stop Yell. That leaves coldzera alone. And Yell is there yet again. 14 rounds for Luminosity, and we didn't even go into the leaderboard here in North America and what the implications are of this for these two teams, but we can maybe after this match.
That was a strong like late game play from Luminosity. Just sent PKL out IV after they had taken the split seriously, like Steel getting his kill on team main, getting the info on the second guy, and then everyone coming out ladder. PKL kills bolts, and that was the very important frag with so little time remaining.
Yeah, with a fast peek in main, should tell them that they can go down into the Pop Dog position. The T side. Again, trying to thin out the numbers of SK here. Smoke down on IV will slow them down for a time. On a map like this, you almost enjoy these rounds when Fallen has the scouts. So you can do such wild things with it. Just as we used to see from Chris J many moons ago, many years ago. Oh, that's awkward. That is very awkward indeed. The 180 headshot with the scout from Fallen, and that's given him a fighting chance here in round 26.
Yeah, the position from Cold is really nice. There's a flank coming as well, so actually favor. I was going to say I favor SK's chances, but Yell with the cognizance to actually check for the push, and that really makes things really good here for Luminosity, but maybe not, because Cold is going to be able to take down Nekis, and knowing that Yell's up there really creates some problems. He's got the bomb and he's isolated now, has to go towards the B-bomb site, but PKL will finish off the job. Nicely done by him. That's match point for Luminosity, and SK struggling to swim at the moment. They're sinking.
Neck has actually baited coldzera in, but coldzera, the crouch peek there on site. Crouch peek 2D, very powerful. Either way, it's still match point for Luminosity. But we do have a big buy from SK, and they're only 4 rounds away, so there's still a match to fight for.
No shame in losing to Luminosity these days. They definitely look like top contenders.
Flash play through the smoke into the entry. We've seen some explosiveness from Luminosity on outside, and they'll do it again. However, Bolt's able to defend. Fallen finally taking down Yell, doing excellent amounts of damage. Was that a double? My god. coldzera on the bomb train, though. A formidable force, one to be respected. Eventually, though, Showtime will be able to take him down, but the 1v1 is where it's at, and Stewie is a tough opponent. But Showtime, he'll make it work in the 1v1, 16-11. Lovely match of train from Luminosity. Nekis with a phenomenal performance. Stewie also played very well, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, as well as Stewie did. Nekis 32 and 17 or something, 32 frags in the match that didn't even go 30 rounds. So that's pretty amazing.
So a monstrous game of train, and again, very fun performance from Stewie 2K.